Porto and Inter Milan. Leipzig vs Manchester City. Will Manchester City keep that clean 9 run of being unbeaten at home by a German team? Don't go away. With me in the studio to discuss this live match is, well, I don't want to introduce him to you yet. But when we come back from this short break, we are going to show to you what the fans are saying about this Champions League match. All their views, all their comments, we'll bring it to you. And in a moment, we'll be back. Stay with us.
It's Marinette Blaze.
All right, the second leg of the UEFA Champions League round 16 is about to kick off now, and it is a big match between Manchester City vs Red Bull Leipzig. It was 1-1 the first leg, and here right with me I have fans of Manchester City. You know, they love the club so much and they want to talk about the club. So what's your name?
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, and you?
Dasola.
Dasola, and you? Tofumi, Dasola, and Ezekiel. They are Manchester City fan and they want to talk about the match. So what do you have to say about the match? The match ended 1-0, 1-1, draw. So now, second leg, what are you thinking?
I'm expecting them to do more, like 3-0 upward.
Okay, who to win? Leipzig?
Man City.
Man City, and you?
Man City.
Man City to win. And you?
Man City.
So why do you say Man City will win? Why do you say Man City? Is Man City better than Leipzig? Why do you say so?
Yes, Man City have better players than Leipzig.
Okay. Can you mention some of the players?
Haaland, Foden, Grealish, and Akanji.
Okay, Akanji, and you?
Haaland, Foden, Grealish, Akanji, Diaz, Silva, Bernardo Silva.
Okay.
Man City just have better players than.
Okay.
Them.
And you?
We have more experienced players, Kevin De Bruyne. More players that have played in more Champions League matches than Leipzig. Kevin De Bruyne, Ederson, Haaland, Foden, all of them. They have played Champions League matches before. They have the experience.
All right, they have the experience. So what make you feel Manchester City is going to win the second leg?
They have better players, so I'm expecting them to win.
Okay, they have better players. So can you, out of the players you've mentioned so far, Manchester City, can you just tell me 3 of your own personal best? You know, I know all of you have your own best players, but I know it's not the same thing. But your own personal, as you think, as you feel. You know?
Ake, Walker, and Haaland.
Okay, Ake, Walker, and Haaland. And you?
Haaland, Foden, and Grealish.
Haaland, Foden, and Grealish. You?
Haaland, Foden, and De Bruyne.
Haaland, Foden, and De Bruyne. See, you all have your own. So what is your prediction for the match? What will be the score line for the match?
2-1.
2-1 in favor of Manchester City. And you?
2-1.
2-1, and you?
2-0.
2-0. So who are you expecting to score today? You said 2-1. Who are you expecting to score?
Haaland and Foden.
Haaland and Foden. You?
Haaland and Foden.
Haaland and Foden. You?
Haaland and De Bruyne.
Haaland and De Bruyne. So we have different opinion. So these fans, the young shall grow. The Manchester City fans, they have just spoken about the championship that is coming up any moment from now. You are welcome back. We have the fans there. You have the little children, the little lad, what they say about their beloved club. You know, most of them are aspiring to be like Haaland, De Bruyne, and the rest of them. Mr. Adeyemi, you are welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it is Mr. Adeyemi, one of the guests of today, the one who is here with us to analyze the live match we are watching right now. And I know he's going to do justice to it. You're welcome once again.
Thank you.
All right, the match has started, and it is Manchester City home, Etihad, Real Betis, Red Bull, Leipzig visit. In their away match, it was 1-1, yes. And we don't know who's going to win this match because it's a Champions League. You can't say this team will win, this team will win. but we can only look at the records.
Yeah.
So in your own opinion, overall, can you just summarize what you feel about this match today?
I think it's going to be an explosive game. This kind of match will come alive simply because, you know, that away goal has been chopped off.
Yeah.
So since it is chopped off, then you can see expression of football. You are not that careful. You know it's about aggregate. So who score pass?
Who score pass? Yeah, that's what we are saying today. Who score pass? And when we take on about scoring of goals, we know that Manchester City cannot. You can't count them out. They are very good in scoring goals.
Of course.
And one outstanding record about this Manchester City is that in their last 9 matches against German side, no German side has won them at home. They have a very good record when it comes to playing at the German side.
Yes, of course. You know, when you want to be a big side, you need to learn how to make your home your home. Once you understand that, then you are moving up to become a big team. Because most big teams, the first thing they do is to make their home their home. So Man City has done that this season, and they've been fantastic. But you know, Man City has a lot of goals in them. They have players that can hurt you. They can hurt you on the counter. They can hurt you possession play. They can really hurt you. So we are in for a long night of beautiful football.
Yeah, for a long night of beautiful football. And let us look at the formation Guardiola came with up today. He came with 4-1-4-1.
Yeah.
You know, 4-1-4-1. You have Ake, you have Stone, Akanji, and the rest of them. At the Stone at the back. Yes. Then you have Haaland at the front. You have De Bruyne and the rest of them. But you know, it's like Foden will come in the second half, but right now it didn't start with them. You know. And Haaland now! Oh, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Haaland missed the ball. Talking about Haaland, before I talk about Haaland, how do you see the formation? And if you look at the formation of the Leipzig, I don't know what the managers are trying to achieve. It is playing 4-3-2-1.
Yeah, you know, the two teams, they've packed the midfield. So, you know, football games are won and lost in the midfield. So I think it's about the two teams trying to play mind games. Yeah. Now, you can see that Man City now wants to begin to use long balls.
Yeah.
Because when you pack the midfield, it will make it difficult for your opponent to play. So,
man.
So that's it. That was a big
a very big one. See the crossing to the pass from to Haaland.
Yeah,
you know, you see how he stretched himself with his long legs.
Of course.
And he got the ball, but the goalkeeper, the goalkeeper's leg hit the ball, and that was why he was.
The goalkeeper was just lucky to save that ball. It was like the last touch, like he had to use the tip of his leg to touch the ball. Look at it, Man City now is now choking Leipzig inside their half. So now when Man City start playing you like this, there's fire on the mountain.
You know, the final of month, this game is a must win, and this is their opportunity, because at Leipzig home they played 1-1. Now this is the opportunity to make use of it. One goal is enough to make a difference.
Of course, just to win. Just win big.
Just the win is enough to make the difference. Now when we talk about Haaland, you know, right now as he plays this very particular season, of all those playing in the field now, is the one who has scored more goals in the Champions League than every other player, both in Leipzig, and he has scored 5 goals in the Champions League this season. And you know, that means we are expecting goal from him today.
Of course, Haaland is a goal punter. He scores goals for a living. So when you talk about a player that can get you the goals, you talk about Haaland. Haaland is a fantastic revelation to football since these days at Salzburg.
Wow.
And he has taken up his goal scoring tally to heights that, you know, he should be around 200 now, I think, for a younger of his age, around 200 goals.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's
Talking
huge.
about, if you look at the multiplier effect of that, we are looking at a guy that can give us almost 1,000 official goals. So if you continue,
that's before you get to the age of the Ronaldos and the Messi.
37, 38. And you know that the more you play at that position, the more you master the craft.
Yeah.
And he's not yet at his prime. We are in for a wonderful revelation.
A wonderful revelation. Another person that we have to look out in this very particular match, in the side of Manchester City, is De Bruyne.
Yes.
I think he has had 12 assists so far this season. So, and in fact, it is last year he had more assists than this year, and that was why, though we talked about it, is the Guardiola complained about him that he has to do more. And it was a public thing, and definitely some players don't like that kind of you talk about them in public, and to an average sport lover and average football lover will say, De Bruyne is doing well, but here we see Guardiola complaining about him that he has to do more.
Technically, a fan look at football matches from some fans, let me use that word. They look at football matches from just the supporting angle. When coaches talk, they talk from the tactical aspect. When you are the leader of a team, you are a leader. You have responsibility. It is not negotiable. It is not. So when you are not doing more, the coach has the responsibility to push you. If he has to criticize you publicly to push you harder, he will. And Guardiola is not the kind of coach that will just come out and he's not Mourinho. But before he could come out and say it, that means he really needs you to get the message. So he should just pull off his pride and just play football.
Okay, another player that we are looking up to one of the players from Leipzig is Emil Forsberg.
Forsberg.
Yeah, Forsberg. So he's
fantastic player.
Fantastic player. He has been scoring goals. He scored against Borussia Dortmund. He scored against Wolfsburg, and he has been scoring goals. In fact, consecutively he has scored against the last matches they played. Consecutively, he has scored a goal. So we'll be expecting him to. Can he be able to score in this match today?
It's possible, because looking at Man City this season, they've been shaky at the back. They've not been that solid Man City at the back. Sometimes today they are solid, tomorrow they collapse like a pack of cards. So you don't really know the Man City that you will see at the end of the day. And that's not really the best thing to look out for as a
chance now for Manchester City.
That was
Grealish. It was Grealish. What they are playing right now, they just take it easy. They take it easy, and they're just trying to beat the defense of Leipzig and get that goal. Will that tactics work for them? Do you see the tactics working out for them?
You know that in football, you just keep trying until something happens. You just wait for your critical moment. And Man City, so far so good. A little bit above 16 minutes gone, and they've not done badly.
They've not done badly. Let us quickly look at the match between Porto versus Inter Milan. Yes. That is another cracker. The first leg ended 1-0 in favor of Milan. Yes. Right now they are in the home of Porto. Yes. And Porto have a very good record when it comes to home.
Of course.
In fact, in their last 5 matches, Inter Milan has won 4, and the only time Porto won them was when they were at home.
Yeah, Porto are one of these teams that they are traditional teams in Champions League. Teams that you don't know the Porto that will turn up. They can be the one that has been inspired by the greats of the club, while some can be the ones that can be beaten black and blue. So it's a very tricky tie. Inter needs to be careful because they have just a very slim lead. 1-0. 1-0 is not much.
1-0 is not much, yeah.
I still think they can do enough to just get to the next.
All right. And if you look at the manager of Inter Milan, Simone Inzaghi, he was saying that Inter have really done well this season because right now they're in the round of 16, and in the Champions League in the round of 16. In the La Liga, they are in second position, 18 points away from Napoli. Yes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then the semi-final of the Coppa Italia.
Yes.
So you see, so far they have done well.
Yes. Inter has been very unstable this season. Today they are hot, tomorrow they are cold. And their undoing, especially on the Serie A race, is they are not really good away from home.
Yeah.
They are not really good away from home. That has been their own doing. You know, away from home, they've been conceding goals, dropping points, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. How, you know, with if you look at how Napoli has been topping them, it's really, really disgraceful. 18 points. 18 points at this stage of the season.
And the league, the Portuguese league, it is Benfica who is at the top of the table.
Yes.
You understand? Leading Porto with 8 points. Porto too is in second position. It's just like Inter. Both of them have similar case. They are in second position in the table of their own league. And right now they are facing each other in the Champions League.
You know, one of them still have hope that, okay, maybe Benfica will just lose concentration, just lose a 3 game, and they are back in it. But 18 points is too much. But we see it's a beautiful matchup. Looking at this game, it's going to be an awesome one to check.
Yeah.
It's like the referee is going to go and check the VAR.
Potential penalty.
Potential penalty for Man City.
I see that. No, there was nothing like that. Is there anything like that?
I don't think the referee will give that.
No. I don't think he will give that. There's no need. No, there is no penalty. And you can see Guardiola there protesting.
They've awarded it to Inter.
Oh, penalty.
They've awarded it to Man City. So
No, that is too soft. That penalty is too soft.
that's a soft penalty.
You understand what I'm saying? That penalty is too soft. No? Over the weekend, we saw,
Oh, he just touched his hand a little.
that penalty is too soft. Well, an opportunity for Haaland to increase his goal. I expected him to score more goal in this very particular match. And already this penalty is an opportunity for him.
One of the things that we also had to establish since he came to Man City, since he hit the ground running, Man City has just done him another favor of adding penalty to some of his duties. That's the difference between him and Osimhen. Had it been Osimhen too is the penalty taker of Napoli, he would have scored virtually almost 25 goals or more now. Because Napoli gets a lot of penalty because of their style of play.
Yeah. So, and the Osimhen itself is involved in creating the penalties.
Of course.
Because he's always fighting. He's always fighting at the inside the 18 box.
Yes.
And before you know, they foul him and he gets the penalty.
Yes. Because Haaland has scored the penalty.
Yeah, and Man City has scored the penalty, and it is 1 for Man City and 0 for. That means on aggregate it's 2-1.
Of course.
That means I think it's flourishing for Manchester City right now.
Yeah, right now, but things can still change. So the good example is Liverpool last 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Another match, the match between Porto and Inter Milan is one of the matches I personally feel that will be tougher than this Manchester City match.
Yeah, of course.
Because one, successively, Porto have qualified for a round of 16. In the past three matches successively, they have three seasons. They have qualified for round of 16.
Yeah.
And this time around, I think, and they are very good at home.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them beating Inter Milan.
It's possible. Very, very possible, especially with the fact that Inter has not been really good away from him in their league.
Yeah.
So it's extremely possible. So it's possible that Porto defeat them today, but 90 minutes plus injury time will decide. And we are here to enjoy and love every bit of it.
Yes. And some of the players to watch there is Terami for Porto, then we have Lukaku for Inter Milan.
Yes. Yeah, even there's this guy too that has been even way informed than Lukaku, which is Lautaro Martinez, the World Cup winner, the Argentine.
Oh, that is the second goal, and it is Haaland. And definitely you are expecting a hat-trick in this very encounter today. 2 within 2 minutes. Haaland has made it 2 within 2 minutes. What a game for Manchester City. That
You know,
means
I was just telling you that with the way this guy is going, 1,000 goals will be 1,000 official goals. He's way reachable and breakable.
right now in the Champions League, the highest goal scorer in this season is Mo Salah, who has 8 goals.
Yes.
Then Mbappe has 7 goals.
Yeah.
In this very particular season. Right now, Haaland was having 5 before. Now he has made it 7. So there's this possibility that he's going to overtake them.
Of course. Look at him. The guy is extremely hungry. Like it.
Oh, look at that shot! An atomic bomb shot. Look at it. Oh, what a goal for Haaland.
That's one thing about being a striker. You have to be present. You have to be present in front of goal because of loose balls.
Yeah.
Because rebound are called loose balls. Balls that you don't expect, you just see it. Then you need to put it away and just give your team a stretched lead. Now, Man City is comfortable.
Yeah. Man City is comfortable. You know, the way it's going, I don't think Leipzig can survive this.
You know, it's football. It's like biscuit. Who would have thought Madrid will come back against Liverpool? That's a very fresh one. It's just to first half like this.
And a lot of people are saying it's all over for Liverpool after beating by Real Madrid 5-2.
You know, when you talk about Real Madrid, when you talk about them, you know that this.
But in football, anything can happen.
Yes.
Liverpool can go there with the tactics and beat them, and beat them 4-0.
The same Liverpool that Bournemouth defeated. They are not good away from home too. They have been struggling away from home this season. Their away form has been their own doing with their ill performance in the league. So it's just them shooting themselves at the foot. Because they were leading 2-0. Keep the goal, defend well, and you will be one leg into the quarterfinal.
You'll be one leg into the quarterfinal. But I still believe Liverpool can still do something. And already we are having Mo Salah at the top scorer chart, you know. And we expect him to keep that momentum running. But if they go out, that means you'll be getting Mbappe too is out. Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain is out. He's having 7 goals already.
Yeah, if he's even walking slowly, they will have gotten to Paris.
And Messi is having 4. And Messi is having 4 in this season.
Messi too, they are out.
They are out. It's together with you.
Sure they go out.
So right now we are looking at Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland is the Yoruba will say Omotonso, the guy they are talking about. You know, so Haaland is the one that is hot. All others they are home resting. They are resting. So they should take their personal leave. And wait and come back next season. Yeah. Hopefully, if their team qualifies.
Yeah. But another thing, let me tell you, sometimes when we play football like this, players can just lose their head and begin to misbehave. Just a single thing, and before you know what's happening, can't begin to flow.
Yes.
Now, Manchester City can just get a red card or 2 red cards, and before you know what's happening, the game changes.
In football.
You know,
anything can happen.
We see the game against the one Man U play. Casemiro was given the red card. Yeah. And before you know it, a lot of people expected Man U to win that match. But because Casemiro was given a red card, it became so difficult for them.
You know, Casemiro needs to understand that he's in the Premier League. Premier League, some things that they are lenient about in La Liga, Premier League will really, really make you pay. So he needs to understand all those things. He's just struggling to settle in the aspect of, you know, playing and the official, the rules and all.
Yeah.
So, but for mixed performance-wise, he has been doing well. He has been really being the secret behind Man U's uplift.
Yeah,
he's really done a good job for them.
Yeah. Okay, talking about red card, today's match, Porto is playing against Inter Milan. In the history of football, the teams that have gotten more red card, Porto is number 2. Yeah, behind Juventus. Juventus has had 28 red cards so far, where Porto have had 25 red cards. You understand what I'm saying? So, today's match, you know, if they don't change their tactics of play, they may get a red card and it will be over for them. That means Inter Milan can just make use of the opportunity and
It's just actually the condition of the game. It's the condition of the game. That's just it.
Because the game definitely, I'm very sure the game has to be. You know, that shot was taken by Haaland.
No.
The first one. Okay, by De Bruyne, right?
Yes. It was taken by De Bruyne. It was Haaland that
it was a rebound and he came back and headed it. That was a powerful goal, you know. The struggle. You see the first one he missed. The first one he missed, he hit the ball and, you know, the goalkeeper saved that one, but he had another chance and he made use of it.
Yeah. That's true. But looking at all this, I think Man City will still go to. But looking at the kind of players that they are fantastic players.
You know, if you look at the weather, I think is it snowing or raining? I think the referee has to stop this.
No, you know, they have the technical know-how to prepare for things like this. So their field are not just field, they built it for some of these things because they would have preempted. You can see that with the way it's falling, it's not staying on the field.
Yeah.
So that's one of the beauty of technology.
It's not staying on the field. So let us look at Porto. Let us look at their statistics so far. How it's going? The match between Inter Milan and Porto
at home.
Yeah, Porto at home. And it is 60% possession for Porto and 40 for Inter Milan. Goal attempt is 3 for Porto, 3 for Inter Milan. Shot on goal, 2 for Porto and 3 for Inter Milan. So that's to tell you how it goes. Corner kick, 1 for Porto. Offside, 1 for Porto. Goalkeeper save, 3 for Porto and 2 for Inter Milan. You know, so there's no red card yet, no yellow card yet.
Let's see. The game has not.
Another opportunity! What a blast! What a blast! We are expecting a red card. We are expecting an hat-trick in this match today because the way it's going.
It might score an hat-trick.
It must score an hat-trick. The way it's going.
This guy is a born goal scorer.
Oh.
The way he moves, the way he uses space, makes his runs.
You know, they've really overshadowed the Leipzig team, and it's like right now the Leipzig, they are confused. They don't even know where they are coming from. They are coming from all angles. You know, and like you said, if they can block supplies to Haaland, probably they will be able to some extent absorb the attacking power of Manchester City.
If you see any team that has performed very well against Man City this season, especially Man U and which other team is that, is you just cut supplies to Haaland. Once you cut supplies to Haaland, then when he's not getting anybody to feed him the ball, yes, then you cannot attack.
Look at that, see Grealish. That is what he's known for. That is what he's good at.
It makes you commit.
Yes. If you look at it, actually there is a contact because the guy rests his hand on him and he used that opportunity. He fell down and the referee gave a foul for that.
Yeah. You know, Grealish gets a lot of fouls for Man City. And he's this kind of player because, you know, it takes he tries to commit the opponent. So, and when you try to commit the opponent, such things will keep happening.
Is De Bruyne want to take that free kick quickly taken? Oh, the goalkeeper saved that. That's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one. You know, I said within 2 minutes, Haaland was able to score 2 goals. He scored in the 22nd minute and the 24th minute.
Yes.
What a rush.
You know, I told you the other time, I said looking at how Man City is playing, that there can be fire on the mountain. Look at how they've choked Leipzig. And that explains why Leipzig is 2-0 down. They will choke you as if you are not present on the field. Look
at that. Ake, defender, coming. Oh, that's a beautiful one.
And the way they will be playing as if they want to score you 50.
And when this, oh, That's a card offense for the goalkeeper. Like the goalkeeper deserve it. What? And the referee is giving the player a yellow card. It's giving that NS is supposed to be giving a card for that. Look at that. Look at that replay.
Yeah,
look at it. Do you see that?
It's just a collision. See, it's just a collision.
It's not just a collision. He didn't get the ball. Hello, the rules is that he didn't get the ball, and he went for the man. The referee is just favoring Manchester City anyway. Do you agree with that?
I don't really agree yet. Looking at that ball, it was not as if the guy has already got into the ball. So the ball was still...
So was he supposed to chase the man or chase the ball? The goalkeeper?
No, it was not Werner that the tackle was on. He gave Werner a yellow card because of the way the player reacted. Even when you are right, you need to keep your calm.
It was not his reaction because he just came before he removed the card. That guy, the man have not said anything. He removed the card.
It was his body. You don't need to talk.
A chance! That would have been the first goal for Leipzig, but he wasted that opportunity. Wasted the opportunity. A defensive error
from Rodri.
For Rodri.
You know, he was the one that did this same error against Tottenham. That made them lose the game. See,
look at that. Look at that.
I don't know why you have space around you. Control the ball to space before you set a pass. Instead of setting wrong passes. What is wrong with Rodri today? See, if you want to even set a pass, you look at when you want to pass.
Well, it is 37 minutes into the match and it is still 2-0 in favor of Manchester City over here. And over there, Porto vs Milan, it's goalless draw as it stands. Goalless draw on aggregate 1-0 in favor of Inter Milan. Now, looking at it, the Leipzig side, a lot is absent, most especially in the midfield. Despite the formation we saw. Manchester City have overtaken the midfield. They have surrendered them and it's like they are caged.
Yes. So if you are playing guys like when you have Gundogan, you have De Bruyne in your midfield, and you have Grealish, you have Silva. These are guys that can run you out. They can turn you. One of these guys is enough to control the midfield. Now imagine having 4 of them. So that explains why Guardiola played the 4-1-4-1 formation. Just put in those skillful guys. Look at Grealish successfully taking on 2 players.
And look at Haaland. It's okay. That's a beautiful one. I see Grealish. He said no this time around. After Grealish flying, he dive inside the 18 box. The referee said go play ahead. Play on.
You know he dives.
I think this is the first time I see Manchester City playing shot from outside the 18.
Yeah,
they always want to take the ball to the 18, to the 16 before they play. But this is the first time I can see them playing shot from outside the 18.
No, I think few seasons ago they started. You know, when you are playing in the Premier League, you know that you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. Sometimes you have to hit it from the outside. So that's just how it is. Because, you know, there was a time Guardiola believes in attacking and all. But when his first season, when he went trophyless, you will see Guardiola leading 1-0, 70-something minutes, bring in another 4 to make it double 4. Yes, Premier League will teach you some lesson because it is Premier League, the biggest league in the world.
Now let's talk about Guardiola. Guardiola has been an outstanding coach so far.
Of course.
You understand? But since he left Barca, it has been difficult for him to win a trophy.
To win Champions
League trophy. You know, he did everything in Bayern, and here he did everything in Manchester City. In fact, he has always played up to quarter-final, and he will be knocked out. I think that is one trophy he's looking to win in Manchester City.
I think at Man City, he has gotten to semi-final. He got to final.
Yeah.
He didn't win. So He has been trying to knock on that door. Some people will say without Messi he cannot win Champions League, but I disagree.
And that would have been the third goal for Manchester City, but the goalkeeper stretched out himself and saved that goal. That is a beautiful one from the goalkeeper.
Of course, that is. It is a beautiful one. The keeper went on full stretch on that, and he saved it. But that's good. I think Leipzig has given Man City too much respect. I just think that because looking at the way this game has panned out already, I don't see Leipzig really coming back into this game.
Okay, we were talking about Guardiola winning the Champions League.
Yes.
No, did you believe that he can win the Champions League?
Of course he can.
With his tactics, because most time when he gets to the final or to the semi-final, it's always difficult for him.
No, you know that when you talk about tactics, we only shout praises of the coach when the tactics work. When the coach is arranging the tactics, he's not 100% sure that it will work. When it works, you praise him. When it doesn't, you don't praise him. But he has to continue doing his job.
Oh, another opportunity for Haaland. See how fast, see how he's fighting.
The guy is a big man, a giant.
He's a tall man.
Long head, like.
And he's making good use of it.
Of course.
Blocking ball from all angles, from the sky, from the land. You know, look at that.
Of course. It's also painful that we might not see a player like Haaland ever grace the World Cup because of the country he came from. But who knows? We don't know if something can pop up. Because that guy, he has a lion-hearted footballer.
Now, we won't talk about the match between Porto and Milan. You know, the coach himself, he's happy. That is Simone Inzaghi. He's happy with the performance of his boys.
He will support them in the open.
Yeah, he's happy with the performance, and he has praised the team. He says they have been in all competition and they are doing well. They are in the semi-final of the Coppa Italia. They are in the round of 16 in the Champions League. They are second position in the Serie A. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and right now they are 1-0 ahead of Porto. That is the first home. So if I would ask you now, what do you think the coach should do, the manager should do to retain that? Because it will be very difficult for him to beat Porto at home.
Yeah, I still think that kind of game, you sit back, which has explained why Porto has had more of the possession. You sit back, you wait, and try to hit Porto on the counter. Maybe they will concede another goal. But if not, defend your one goal lead and let the final whistle go.
Let the final whistle go. That's a beautiful one. You know, looking at the tactics of Manchester City. You know, most of the ball is played in the midfield and in the half of Leipzig.
Yes.
You know, very difficult to see Leipzig attacking. Just few occasions, they have been able to block them and take the ball to them. You see what he's doing from the left side. That's a beautiful one. So it will be very difficult for Leipzig to come back to this game because the way Manchester City is playing, no, it is
you know,
super.
If you look at those attacking midfielders Guardiola used, every one of them can take on players, especially Gundogan and Silva. So when you have four of those kind of guys now, it's just inevitable. That guy, the tactics he deployed today really worked out fine. Really, because it's like the pressure on Leipzig is too much. And Leipzig now is forced to start defending after they've conceded 2. Because I know that the 7-0 army of Man U will be fresh in their memory. So they won't want another army in England. So that it doesn't steal the headline.
Doesn't steal the headline.
But so far so good. I think Leipzig, they have done their best. You cannot give what you don't have. So I think
you cannot give what you don't have. So
they should just take it.
good one. Oh, that's a perfect one. Good cross from Ake.
They will still keep trying, but they should not just deceive themselves. So this is security law. He have go.
It has go. All right. It is the 45th minute, the last minute of the first half, and it is Manchester City who is leading by 2-0. 2-0, and in the other match, Porto vs Inter Milan, it is goalless. Goalless for now, but in aggregate, it's 1-0 in favor of Milan. If the match ends like this, that means Manchester City have qualified for round of 8, and Milan also have qualified for round of 8. Yes, Inter Milan too have qualified for the round of 8. So, for now, it's a good result for Inter Milan, and it's also a good result for Manchester City. The two matches that is being played in the Champions League around. You know, so far there is no card, no red card, but Leipzig have already gotten 2 yellow cards so far. Leipzig have gotten 2 yellow cards in this match, and in the match between Porto, it is 1 yellow card for Inter Milan. So far, the round of 8 right now, Chelsea is there already.
Yes.
Chelsea and what is the other team?
Bayern.
Chelsea and Bayern, they're already there.
AC Milan. AC Milan is there too, and Benfica.
Benfica, right? There's 4 teams are waiting.
Qualified.
So we are waiting for the remaining 2. We need 4. For today we get 2.
Yes.
Tomorrow another 2 to qualify, and we now know the draws will be made, right?
It will be made on, I think, on Thursday or Friday.
Thursday or Friday, and an opportunity for Allah to make it an hat-trick, but there was nobody there.
I think that was an offside.
Okay. So it will be very interesting anyway, because we are having big teams already. We are having Chelsea, we are having Bayern, and if I ask you, who do you think will take the Champions League?
Looking at the teams on the ground. Let me see. I think it's looking like more of Bayern season. If Bayern doesn't win, maybe Chelsea.
Okay.
Or probably Man City.
Man City.
But you know.
What about Real Madrid, the owners of the cup?
I don't see Madrid winning it this season. Madrid has been inconsistent.
But you know, Madrid will always be inconsistent. But when it comes to Champions League, they are waking up. They are waking up their spirit. And before you know what's happening, we saw what happened against Liverpool. You know, a lot of people predicted Liverpool to win that match, but they woke up and they surprised the world.
Yes, that is Real Madrid. Man City, Haaland just scored an hat-trick.
That is beautiful one for Haaland, another hat-trick for Haaland, and in the first half, in one half he scored. Oh, talking about hat-trick, I think the fastest hat-trick was scored within 6 minutes. And that was years ago.
Few seconds. That was money. See.
Did you see that? The referee has given that. It was a protest. No. Allah has made an hat-trick. And right now, Allah has equaled Mo Salah in the top scorers of this season.
I think he's definitely going to break it. That's even if he doesn't break it this match.
That is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's still a rebound again. You know, after that, are they giving that goal to Haaland?
Of course they will.
Look at it. The ball has already entered now.
It has not crossed.
Okay, it has not crossed.
That guy wants to clear it.
It has not crossed.
Blocked it.
Look at it. That's the replay.
It was still on the line.
Congratulations to Haaland. Another hat-trick for Haaland.
You see that the ball has not crossed the line. So that guy wants to clear it. He blocked it into the net.
And the match have come to the end of the first half. The end of the first half. So, Mr. Ade, in summary, can you just summarize what happened so far?
The summary of what I've seen, Man City will whitewash Leipzig, and Porto Inter will still be a very dicey one. But I see Inter going through.
See Inter going through. All right. See Inter going through. First half, 3-0 in favor of Manchester City, and in the other match there is no goal. Well, our lines are open. You can call in to submit your own contribution. Let's discuss with us. Just tell us as you are feeling it and what you have to say. Our lines are, just look at the screen, in front of the screen, you see our lines. Don't forget to call in. We'll be expecting your call at any moment from now. So, Mr. Adeyemi, it's a beautiful first half. We saw Manchester City came out in full to play this match, you know.
Yes.
Despite the fact, those are some of the things the manager do. Like, we saw Guardiola, you know, he said, De Bruyne needs to improve his game.
Yes.
De Bruyne needs to improve his game. But what went wrong with De Bruyne's game? Did he drop at any time?
He's a human being. So when you hit some height, what goes up must surely come down. Law of gravity. So it's just a human being. Form. They say form is temporary, class is permanent. So that's what is wrong with De Bruyne. He has played too much football. He has played too much football now. The what Guardiola said, didn't make any impact because since he said those words, this is his first game. Did you see any change in De Bruyne's game? We can't rate him with 45 minutes. We have to look at the whole 90 minutes. Okay. And it's not in a game that Man City is comfortable that you rate him. In a game that they have equal opponents, then you can rate him. Where they have equal opponents. Well, for now we'll be back in a moment. Let's just go for a short break and we'll be back. Please don't go away. Stay with us. We'll be here for an exciting second half, and I'm promising you it's going to be fantastic. Please don't go. We'll be back in a moment. For now.
of the game. The first half just ended, and it was Manchester City who is leading by 3 goals to 0. And the other game, still goalless. Porto has not scored, and Liverpool, Inter have not scored. We are expecting goals from that encounter, but right now that is the situation. This is the second half. So what now? You see, Porto is down already. What do you think the manager should do to kind of bring some difference? Sergio, what do you think he should do to kind of clip the Inter?
I think what can be done is to attack. You just have to find the goal. Or else if they don't get the goal, there will be problem.
Yeah, if they don't get the goals, there will definitely be problem, because it is the goals that win matches. It is the goal that win matches. So if they don't get the goal, it will be a disaster for them.
Yeah, because look at it now, they are a goal down. And when you are playing knockout football, you need to score to progress. Or don't consider at all.
You need to score to progress. They are at home, and I expected them to make use of the home. Sometimes, I don't know, probably it's because we are seeing it from outside. Because you'll be feeling that this is what these people are supposed to do. This is what they're supposed to do. Why are they not doing it?
You know, it's easy to see from behind behind the pitch. But when you're on the pitch, it's another pressure entirely. And you know, pressure can be very funny. You might be seeing the wrong in front of you, and with the pressure, you might not see it. So, but I think Porto's coach will have checked the first half and see one of 2 changes he can make, because he needs to score for them to stay in the Champions League.
Okay, let us look at the bench of Porto. Probably, maybe there are alternatives the manager can come up with. For the bench of Porto, we are having Borges, Carmo, Glado Ramos, Konsenko, Dani Namarso, Fulha, Franco, Gabriel Veron, Martinez, T, Samuel, Sousa, Wandel. You know, is this bench rich enough to come and bring him? You know, there's no big name.
You know, teams like Porto don't usually have big names. They just have names that can get the job done sometimes when they come to the party. So, but for now, I still think Porto is quarter to out.
Quarter to out, but if you look at their antecedent, they've won the Champions League twice before.
Of course, the last one was the special one himself, winning it for them.
Yeah.
And that has been fantastic though, but with what we are seeing today and the first leg, I don't see them coming back into it. It's just like that, because with what is on ground, if Inter lose this advantage, that means they need to really check the squad, because their inconsistency will be too much and too unbearable.
Yeah, the inconsistency will be too much and too unbearable. And you know, when it comes to the Champions League, you know, it's a very big affair, and that is where you see most managers come with their best. They reserve, sometimes they will deliberately lose the league match so that they can win the Champions League.
Not that they will deliberately lose a league match. They will just rest their best leg.
Yeah.
Thinking that their bench can get the job done. It's just like giving this for that. Risking this for that. It might work out, it might not. But there's the bigger picture.
You know, talking about Haaland in Manchester City, you know, it's like, though it's a goal machine, that spirit of scoring has been in him, but it's like, when he came to Manchester City, the team became more.
Yes, you know, when you are playing for a coach like Guardiola, and you are playing in a very, very talented team like Man City, where you have people that they can close eyes and give you assist. That's what you will get. You just keep scoring and scoring and scoring. Now you have scored over 30 goals in this season.
30 goals.
In all competitions. You have scored over 30 goals. And with the way it's going, you can get to 50 or even 60. But let's see, time will tell. Maybe we'll just get to that mark.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think he has gotten up to 30 goals this season alone. And
in the Champions League, he has 8.
Yes.
In the Premier League, I think he has 28.
28, yeah.
28 or 29.
28.
28, because he scored one this week.
It was 27 before. He scored one.
28. Now, if you had 8 to 20, that's 36 already. And I'm not keeping records of either FA Cup or Carling Cup this same season. And when we look at the rate at which he has been playing, oh my, that's close to 40 goals already.
Close to 40 goals. And you know, when they interviewed, there was a time Guardiola was interviewed, and they asked him, are you happy that Haaland is scoring so much goal now? You know what he said? Though probably I don't. He said no. He said I'm not happy because he's taking attention away from me.
It just wants to be funny, but obviously, even Haaland has taken attention of the Bruyne.
Yeah.
Because that has been the Man City talisman. And he's still Man City's talisman. But because Haaland is scoring, he has stolen all the headlines.
And because Haaland is scoring, and that is why it's not like he's not seeing the contribution De Bruyne is making. That was why he was talking in the press conference that De Bruyne need to improve.
When you know De Bruyne, when you know what he can do, this is not the De Bruyne, vintage De Bruyne. This is not the De Bruyne that we know. The De Bruyne that can give you double digits of assists. The De Bruyne that is a match winner. So this is, I guess, World Cup, playing last season's stressful games and all, it will tell. But of course, this has not been the vintage De Bruyne.
This has not been the vintage De Bruyne. If this match ends like this, that means it will be a very good result for Manchester City.
Of course, it will most likely end or more.
Yeah, and probably Guardiola may rest Haaland.
He might decide to remove him later on in the game.
Because he has nothing to do. He has done the job.
He has done the job. He has scored 3.
He has scored 3. Yes. So and you need to rest him so that the injury does not take him away.
Of course. In this game like this, but at the same time, you have to be careful. We've seen teams to lose 3 goals lead. So,
but not. I don't think it's not Leipzig that can come back from 3 goals down. No.
Yeah, I don't see them coming back too, but that doesn't mean it cannot happen.
It can happen. It's definitely possible.
Yes,
it's definitely possible.
It is extremely
possible. And it is Manchester City who have added another goal.
That's making it for them.
They have added another goal. That is Gundogan. The goal was scored by Gundogan, the number 4 goal. Man, this is trashy.
Of course, it is serious trashy. That is, they are trying to discipline Leipzig so that next time they will not come.
So the next time they will not come.
Yes.
But when they qualify, they will definitely go. Next time they will not come.
The Champions League is about the money.
Yeah. But why is it always difficult for a German team to beat Man City in their home? Because with this win now, that means 10th home defeat to German team for Manchester City.
It's football. Sometimes you make unwanted history. It's not as if it's your fault, but shit happens. And Man City is a good team, a fantastic team at that. Not just any other team.
And that is the goal. An assist from Grealish. That was a replay of the goal. That's a beautiful one.
Of course.
The match is so easy. It's like they won it so easy, so cheap. And Leipzig are sleeping,
You know, I once told you that you can't give what you don't have. It's just that Man City is too much for Leipzig. It's too much. Because look at the guys Man City have in the midfield. Look at the guys Leipzig have in the midfield. It's different now. It's different. It's different, honestly.
That's a clean one. It's not an offside. It's an offside check. Like a pass. Oh, that's a beautiful goal.
That was a fantastic goal. It's the 58th minute of the game already.
Yeah. It's the 58 minutes. 58 minutes. 52 minutes, sorry. 52 minutes. Manchester City leading by 4-0. And you see Guardiola there is feeling so comfortable. He's feeling so happy that his team has won the match already.
Of course, when you are leading by 4 goals to nil.
That is aggregate. It is 5-1 in favor of Manchester City.
Yeah.
And the Manchester City, they're just taking it easy, taking the game slowly but precise to leave this side. And the leave this side, I'm not seeing any sign of seriousness. I'm not seeing any sign of wanting to equalize. They're just playing to complete the match.
The way I'm looking at this team is like they've already considered defeat even before the match.
Yes, even before the match.
They are not really giving it the bite. They are not playing like they want to come back into the game.
They're not fighting.
Sometimes it can be because of the opponents you are playing. Because of the kind of opponents you are playing. Because when you talk about Leipzig this season, they've not been bad. Since they hired a new coach, they've not been bad.
They've not been bad, but they've actually lost form. They've actually lost form. But if you watch Leipzig those days, you know it is very difficult for smaller team to defeat them. But these days,
they lost their coach earlier last season, Nagelsmann, to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And you can't lose a coach that has been with you for some time and it won't tell. So it's just one of those things.
I think in their last 5 matches, it's Borussia Dortmund that defeated them, that beat them 2-1. Others were Manchester City that drew, but they won others.
Another big chance. 5-0 Man City.
5-0. This is another.
Haaland for
This is another Liverpool vs Manchester City's game.
Haaland 4 goals.
Oh, Haaland 4 goals. That means Haaland has overtaken Mo Salah. Those in the top scoring. Man.
So it's like he's going to take the highest scorer for the league and the Champions League. Wow.
Look at that, look at that. Ew.
Wow. Wow. Haaland.
In the Champions League, when it's been long you see somebody score 4 goals. It was the days of I think Ronaldo.
It was the day he scored 5.
5, yeah, in the Champions League. For a very long time now, we've not seen one player scoring 4 goals in the Champions League. But here, Haaland has scored in the Champions League with his left. He has scored 2 goals with his left foot in this and scored 2 with his right.
Of course, he can use both legs, but I think he's more of a left footer. I think he's strong on both foot. Erling Haaland.
So, this is look at the celebration.
Yes.
This is wonderful. 4 goals in 1 match. More than an hat-trick.
The big man himself.
Look at that. Look at the fighting. Look at the first header, the goalkeeper saved it and he blasted it with his left foot. Even the power in his heading is very, very, very strong. Oh.
That was good.
Look, he lifted high above everybody. He used his height, you know.
No. that guy, leaving him like that, that guy is going to tear records.
He's going to break all the records. I'm very sure he's going to take all the record from Ronaldo, because in the Champions League so far it is Ronaldo who have the highest record, and this guy is just coming in now and is banging all the goals, you know.
He's just playing as if nothing is at stake, like he's just playing a five-a-side,
You know.
and scoring goals.
Yeah, Grealish has been taken out and Phil Foden in.
Yeah,
You know, Phil Foden in. You know, I was discussing with somebody. He said the man to watch in this match is Phil Foden. You know, in the Manchester United squad, it's very difficult for you to say this guy is better than this one, because they are all good.
Manchester City.
Manchester City. Yeah.
You know that when you have a billionaire, people who can spend money. They spend money for fun. They have the money to spend. Look at the squad. Most of these players, you see 20, 50, 60 million. The boom was 50 million. Haaland 60 million. Bernardo Silva, RK 50 million. You understand? Those guys, they are not cheap. So that's what you get when you spend money on quality. And that's how it works.
Another chance for Manchester City. This is another whitewash we are seeing in football in the Champions League. Another whitewash we see today after the last one we saw between Liverpool and Manchester City. And it is Haaland again. My God. It is Haaland again who has scored 5 goals in one Champions League game. What is happening? 5 goals in one match.
You know, if you don't tame a monster, the monster will kill you. That's just it. That guy is a monster.
5 goals in one match.
You don't tame a monster.
But you see, this thing is it is easy for them to beat other league, but it is very difficult for him to do such in English Premier League. You know, when he came at first, he was scoring goal in the Premier League, but later they now understood his time. And in the Premier League, it's very difficult. The last one he scored against Crystal Palace. It was 2 penalty.
Yeah. You know that in Premier League, they tend to want to find you out.
Yes.
Once they find you out, then there's a problem. Look at the power of position. This guy has position. This guy has position.
This is funny. 5 goals in one match for Erling Haaland. What a whitewash. This is becoming another Liverpool vs Manchester City. Right now it is 6. Definitely it's going to be 7.
You see, one of the errors that Leipzig make this, you want to come out and play with Man City. You should have close shop, defend and look for counter, because you can't match them man for man. You cannot. Not when they have Erling Haaland.
Oh no! That was the fault of the goalkeeper.
The keeper had to say,
he was supposed to hold that ball.
How will he hold this ball?
Look at it now.
He was going to push it. There was nothing else he could do. The keeper really tried.
Now let me tell you. I told you I was once a keeper. You know,
yes.
Such ball you don't point it back to this. Either you point it outside this way or this way.
Yeah, but you have to.
Or even if you want to punch it, you punch it above all the players that is within.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you have to look at the angle. When you look at the angle of that ball, you will understand that there's little or too much he can do. So
otherwise, that kind of ball, if it is me, I will catch it and fall.
No, he can't just catch it. Look at the distance. They will soon show the goal again.
You know, to me, I felt that the goalkeeper did not do well at all. He did not do well. Because if in a match like this, I remember those days when I was keeping. You know, when we went to play match, you know, they score me 1, 2. Once you call me 2 goals, I will leave the post.
Why?
I will be demoralized. You understand?
What if you're under contract? You have to finish the game.
if you score me 2 goals, I'm just telling you about myself. If you score me 2 goals, I will be demoralized. I will not want to. I will leave. I will just tell you. I will just tell the coach to substitute me. I hate being scored. If we are leading, maybe 3, you score me 1, I will still be happy. You understand? Even though we are winning, you score me 2, I will not be happy because it will look as if even though it's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? So 5-6 goals in one match, my brother, is too much, and most especially when the goalkeeper is not doing well.
It's a lot. It's a lot. 6 goals in 7 rounds of Champions League is a lot.
It's a lot, you know. We only saw this one in the Premier League when Liverpool flogged Man U 7-0, and we are getting to that here. There's 6 goals, and any moment from now, the match between Inter Milan is still goalless, and it is the 60th minute. No goal yet from either side. No goal from either side, and if it stands like this, that means it will favor Inter Milan, but it is Porto who is taking all the possession, 67% to Porto and 33%. Oh, Haaland is being substituted. 5 goals. He deserves a round of applause.
A standing ovation.
A standing ovation?
No, it was not substituted.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was not substituted.
Okay. It's still on.
I guess Guardiola wants to let him extend his goal tally.
Right now, it will be difficult for anybody to challenge him because one, he had 7 goals before, with 5 now. Today, making 7 goals. He had 5 goals before, plus 5 now, 10.
Yes.
He has overtaken Mo Salah, who have 8.
Yes. And set his own record.
Yeah, and set it, you know. And I don't think if Mo Salah did not survive Real Madrid, match, that means Haaland will definitely take the golden boot.
Even if Salah survived the Madrid match, all indications still point down to Haaland winning the golden boot. Because the way this guy is going, I don't think he's stopping anytime.
And it is substitution going on. The Leipzig side are making substitution. Manchester City also making substitution. I don't know who are they bringing in. Substitution from both sides. It's Alvarez that is coming in and Haaland is going out. Gomez is coming in and Stones is going out. You know, and on the side of Leipzig is this a winner that is going out and Pulsing coming in. Hagdera for Simarkan, then Forsberg is going, and Andre Silva. You know, I expected Forsberg to score today because he has been outstanding in the Leipzig side. He has been the one banding on the goal. But today we didn't see him. He was just lost in the field.
You know, league is different from league. If you look at it, a Chelsea that is struggling just eliminated an informed Dortmund team in the German league. So that's how it is. League is stronger than leagues. Yeah. When you look at what makes them stronger, they are buying power and their prestige. Because you are like, oh, I want to go and play the best league.
And another thing again, if you look at the England side, they are buying all the best managers in the world. They are bringing them back to England.
When there's money.
You know, those days we used to see Klopp in the German Bundesliga with Borussia Dortmund.
Yes.
You know, exploring, but they brought him down. We saw Guardiola in Barcelona, Bayern Munich. They brought him to England. We saw Klopp. You know, okay, that's Dortmund. They brought him to England.
We saw Conte.
We saw Conte. All the best coaches are now in England. Yes. And now they are spending more. If you talk about Chelsea spend more money than any other club in the world. You know, during the windows.
Of course, Chelsea spend money. They wanted to bring in a coach. They wanted to bring a coach that is We don't know his pedigree from anywhere in the world. We don't know what he has done before. And so it is well with the Chelsea project. But with time, we'll see where it's going to.
With the Chelsea project, with time, you see where it's going to. Already, I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel because you have started winning. And even right now, you just said that those that are the favorites to win this Champions League, you counted Chelsea. That Chelsea is one of the favorites too.
Yes.
So that's
why did I count Chelsea? It was because many seasons where Chelsea win Champions League, the 2 times, were seasons that Chelsea was not balanced. So history can easily repeat itself. So that's why I picked Chelsea.
Okay, when they were no balance, that was when they won. That was when they won the last Champions League. But so far, let's see what's happening in the match between Porto and it's still goalless, no goal yet, and still Porto who is still dominating possession, and the goal attempt is 8 for Porto and 6 for Inter Milan. You know, corner kicks is 2 corner kicks for Porto and 1 for Inter Milan. You know, and the match goes on and on without any exciting moment of goal in the match between Porto and Inter Milan. And the way it's going, I think there's hope for Inter Milan. Because
of course,
I expected Porto to use the home advantage to beat Inter Milan. Probably if they can score 2 goals, that means they are up to qualify for round of 8.
But even if Porto beat Inter Milan, they need to beat Inter Milan with interval of 2 goals.
Before they can qualify.
Before they can qualify. And that's not really visible now. Because Inter is one of those teams too that has experience in Europe. They don't want to tarnish their image.
Oh, De Bruyne has been given a yellow card, has been shown a yellow card.
Yes.
De Bruyne shown a yellow card and is complaining and is talking, and that can get the referee provoked.
You know, footballers sometimes they can do stupid things. Very stupid things. That's it. De Bruyne is a senior man. They don't want to lose his head.
Senior man, if he's a senior man is not bigger than a red card, though. They will give him a red card if he miss Yan. You know, so far the man of the day is Haaland because he has scored 5 goals in 1 Champions League game. That is wonderful. That is amazing. You know, for a player to score excuse me, 5 goals in 1 match. First half, within 45 minutes, he has scored an hat-trick. And if you leave him in this match in the second half too, he will score another hat-trick.
You know, Haaland is some will say he's not an human being. Some will say he's a robot. Others will say he's a special player. Some will say he's a cheat for Man City, but all in all, Haaland has been fantastic today. 5 goals in a match is no mean feat. He deserves some applause. Honestly.
He actually deserves some applause because what he just did today is amazing, because he has been able to set another record, because nobody has scored 5 goals in this 2023 Champions League. I think he's the first person, and it's been a long time we saw that. It's been a long time we saw that one person scoring 5 goals in the Champions League.
Yeah, you know, when you have guys like Haaland move to teams like Man City, teams that they will load you up with assists, they will load you up with opportunities to score. So it's not left for you to be able to take your opportunities. And that's how it works. That's how it works. It's just about the opportunities and taking them at the right time. It's very, very important.
Very, very important. So far, 5-0, 6-0. That's where we are. 6-0 in favor of Manchester City. 6-0.
Yes.
That is wonderful. In the Champions League, that is wonderful.
That is huge.
That is huge.
That is a main statement. You know what they call statement win?
So in the round of 8, after the draws, is it likely that Manchester City can still play with Chelsea?
It's possible. From quarter-final, two teams from the same country can play.
Okay.
They can play. So it's possible. Very, very possible.
So, but why they would have made it that two teams from the same league can only play in the semi-final or the final?
No, they only do that for the second half. The rest is your OYO.
On your own.
Anywhere the left face, you have to go. So
because these are the people who have been playing in their leagues and other. So they would have allowed them to play with other leagues before now. If they qualify, for instance, now if four clubs qualify from the same league, they can go ahead to play it. But
yeah, that's why from quarter-final they face.
From semi-final, you know.
I believe it is 4 teams that is qualifying from England. They will play each other now. One will play each other. We've seen it over time in the Champions League some years back. There are 4 Premier League teams who qualify to the quarter-final, and they will just have to play each other. Even if it is still the chef, most likely they will play each other.
Oh, that is Foden, a cross. Now let us talk about the England performance in the Champions League so far this season. How many England teams represented England?
4.
4. Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham.
Yes.
Tottenham, and Tottenham is out, so it is left with Liverpool, Manchester City, and
it's like Man City is 1 leg in.
Chelsea 1 leg in. So, which team will you say has really impressed you?
In the Champions League for England?
Yes.
It's only Man City I can say for now.
Only Man City. What about Chelsea?
Chelsea has not really impressed me like that. They've just been blowing hot and cold. That's just what I've been doing. They've not been consistent. But they top the table at the Champions League. It's just like a fluke. So let's see if it is not a fluke.
What about Liverpool? We can't say they are out yet until it's over.
I think Liverpool is out.
You think Liverpool is out?
Personal opinion, I'm ruling them out.
That's not, why are you ruling them out?
Because when you go to Real Madrid and they have 3 goals.
Remember, Real Madrid is not in form too.
They're not
in really good form.
They are a team that knows how to play Champions League. And they are the defending champion. So, whatever it is, Real Madrid, I think they will find a way to grind out the needed result.
Oh, that is a beautiful one. Look at the goalkeeper, Edinson of Manchester City. I think he has been an outstanding goalkeeper.
Alisson has been consistent to some extent, but not as consistent as I think he ought to be. But you know, sometimes you just need your defenders to do you some favor and shield you from conceding goals.
Yeah.
But so far so good, he has not been bad. He has been doing a fantastic job.
He has not been bad, he has been doing a fantastic job, but I still remember he suits the tactics of Guardiola, because there was a time, you know, when Guardiola will use Adensi as part of the defender. They will control ball from the defense. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everybody that get the ball give to him. He will look and pass it. It was part of them. Then they will use it to draw out the players before they will not counter them.
Of course.
And he was the one who fit that play more than every other goalkeeper.
Ederson knows how to play. But it's not only the one. There's Kepa of Chelsea too that knows how to play. He knows how to use the ball. Okay. So in the Premier League, there are a few goalkeepers that knows how to use the ball. But with Ederson,
with Ederson,
you have one who can consistently give you the needed result, which is clean sheet and support your attack, because he has gotten a few assists from the goal line.
All right, the match between Inter Milan and Porto is still goalless. We have seen up to 2 yellow cards. That is from the side of Inter. Zeko has gotten a yellow card. Damian has also gotten a yellow card. That is to tell you that the pressure is on Inter Milan.
Yes, you know the intensity will be high now, because now reality is beginning to dawn that to Porto players that if you don't score, you will most likely be out. So I think that's what they are just after.
Yes.
Just try to score, then later think about getting the winning goal.
Zeko just got a yellow card, and immediately Zeko got a yellow card. He was substituted immediately. And he got a yellow card in the 69th minute and was substituted in the 70th minute, just 1 minute after the yellow card.
Of course, because they don't want to risk it going a man down. Because if you go a man down in this kind of game, it is too risky. But they could get a goal that minute, push it to extra time, and when you stretch a game to extra time, it is very risky because the players would have been tired playing one man down. No. So it's better you just refresh your legs and take out the guys that have yellow card already.
Lukaku was brought in, and Ambrosio was also brought in the 78th minute. So that means Inter Milan, they are coming up with another tactics. They are coming up with another style of play.
Of course. What else? What more can we say? You just have to try to tweak things a little once it's not going your way. You see if it can work out. If it does, you win. If it doesn't, you take the blame.
Akanji from Manchester City.
Yes.
Yeah, he has been a very outstanding player. You know, and I hope he had the Nigerian blood, because though he's in Switzerland, he's a Swiss. You know, I think he has a Nigerian blood based on his name.
Yes, I think so too. I think he has a Nigerian blood.
Okay.
He has a Nigerian blood.
The name Akanji?
Yes, Akanji. I think it's a Yoruba name.
It's a Yoruba name, yeah. So, Manchester City are already rejoicing. You can see over the bench, the players, they are just happy with Haaland. They are touching his leg, touching his head, you know. They are celebrating with him because he has done greatly in this very match. He has scored 5 goals, and the other goal, the one that was not scored by him, was scored by Gundogan.
Oh, sir. You know, Gundogan too has been one player that from his midfield role, he goes forward to score. He knows how to score goals. Like, he really knows how to score goals. And that is a very good plus for him. So since he can do it, then he can combine it. It adds another aspect to his game and makes it a lot better.
Makes it a lot better. 88 minutes, and Manchester City are just relaxed. They have done the job. They are just tossing the ball around. Play along with the goalkeeper. Ederson also, Ake from the left side. You know, just playing the ball around, buying time. And defensive error here. But that was a good recovery.
That was a very good recovery.
Very good recovery, very fast one. It will have been the first goal for Leipzig. And you see that? Do you see Ederson? You see the way he fly like a bird? You know, the silver. It was a good shot. I think one of the best attempts so far from the side of the Leipzig since the beginning of the second half. This is the best attempt they've gotten so far.
But you know, Man City, they are beginning to lose focus.
They are relaxed. They've already won.
And you can't really blame them though.
Another substitute, Lucas is coming in. Lucas. You see, they started. You know what I told you? They started it. They're playing with the goalkeeper, pass the ball back to the goalkeeper, play along the defense line. And when these people come out, they will hit them with counter.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. But it's one thing to plan, it is another to execute. So, but so far so good. This game, Man City's game plan has come to the party. But, you know, Leipzig are the ones suffering. Because when I saw that Leipzig formation, I was a bit skeptical, but they all both packed the midfield. But, you know, talent past talent.
Yeah.
And that's just has been their Leipzig own dream.
So our line is on the screen. You can call in 08067547092. You can call in to make your contribution. We are here to discuss the match as it is. Live 08067547092. That is our line. So a goalless draw. Pepe have just gotten a yellow card. Pepe have gotten a yellow card for Porto.
For Porto.
Yeah, they've gotten a yellow card, and that means 3 yellow cards in the match between Porto and Inter Milan. Oh, did you see that?
There's one thing about this Porto, they get cards a lot. Their coach needs to work on it. Their coach needs to work on it. He gets the red card too many times. Gundogan and K has now become an established player too.
Yeah, when you look at him those days when he played for Arsenal, he was not really.
When he played for Chelsea.
He played for Chelsea. Yeah, when he played for Chelsea, he was not really used the way he's being used now. And right now, he's
but he had
really
not matured to this point then too. It was Chelsea selling him to Bournemouth. That after a lot of playing time, then his game started coming up. So it was not always like this before.
He was not always having playing time in Chelsea.
Yes.
All right.
And they made sure they collected, I think, 50-something million from Man City for his services. So this squad alone is massive. That's money squad.
Oh, defensive error! But the goalkeeper quickly came out there and picked the ball. That would have been a 7-0. That would have been 7-0. Just exactly the way Liverpool did to Man U.
Oh my God.
That's a beautiful play for Leipzig for the first time. From the right hand, and look at it, the best play, the guy just fell down.
That's one thing.
He couldn't hold the ball.
That's one thing about games like this. Once the score is too much, it gets tiring. You just look at it like, what else did they want to do? They've already scored 6, so it's just tiring to watch.
It's Mahrez who is playing from the right side. He's trying to make him pass.
Man City trying to just enjoy themselves.
They're just enjoying themselves. They're just relaxed. The opposition they are getting is not strong. You know, the least team, the bottom line in England League will give Manchester City a tougher time than this.
Of course, because that's why it's the Premier League. There's money, so even those small teams have money to buy players. So that's just it. Those small teams have money to buy players. So when you buy players, you win trophies.
There's a cross. You know, since Haaland left, I think there's not been any goal.
Yes.
There's not been any goal, and there's not been any important attack.
Yes.
Because he was like the target. Everybody were looking towards him, and they gave the ball to him. You know, they've not really been an important attack.
Julian Alvarez has come in. He's one player too. He's one player too that can score goals. Maybe not like Haaland, but he's doing his own bit too. So no, he's going to still try to make a mark. Try to score a goal before he leaves the field.
Try to score a goal. It is 84th minute in the match between Porto and Milan, and 86th minute in the match between Manchester City and Red Bull Leipzig. You know, and it is goalless in the match between Porto and Milan, and 6-0 against Leipzig. 6-0. 5 goals from Haaland and 1 from Gundogan.
Wow. This guy.
That's a replay of all the goals. That's a replay of the Haaland. Goal to goal to goal. That's what he's telling them. Goal to goal to goal. You know. He's very happy. You know, the Haaland himself.
This kind of player, you can actually borrow a Yoruba name from him.
Like what?
You just hear Elin Oluwabukola. Because he has really added to the blessings of Man City. My goodness. The guy is a monster.
He will sleep well today.
Yes.
You have to look at him just laughing, playing with the players around, you know, joking, you know.
Of course, he scored 5.
He's making history.
It's not that easy. Score 5 goals in a game like this. It's not that easy. Knockout stage of European football, especially the UEFA Champions League.
UEFA Champions League, round of 16.
Wow.
Round of 16, second leg. And you're getting this kind of result.
The player that gave us this kind of experience, I think, was Ronaldo. When he scored, I think, 5 against Bayern. I think that was the semi-final or quarter-final of the Champions League. But right now, we are seeing another one by the Erling of the Haaland himself. Wow.
Haaland from Sweden and in
Norway.
And from Norway, and in his country he's not playing like this.
He's playing, he's scoring goals, but you know,
they didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Make it for us.
They didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Yes, the trick cannot make it for us. That's just how it is.
Oh, can you imagine the goalkeeper chased the ball? That was a back pass.
It's actually a good thing that we have witnessed harvest of goals. But on the other way around, he is not really giving the ginger for the game. You know, you already saw that it's like these ones, they've lost already. So what's more there to watch? Nothing much to watch, because second half, if you look at this Man City game, it has been a boring second half.
Actually, it has been a boring second half.
After those two.
Because the spirit of fighting is not there.
It's not there. Leipzig is just playing as if they've considered defeat before coming to the stadium.
These are the kind of match that the manager will play, and when he gets back home, they just sack it. You just see his sack letter. You know?
That is if Leipzig ever thought they would win Champions League. That is if Leipzig ever thought they would win Champions League.
Yeah, if they ever thought, because this kind of embarrassment. We expect a win in the Champions League. We expect at least maximum of 3-0, 3-1, 4-1. It is understandable. But yeah, 6-0 clean sheet. You know, it's it's not something to laugh over.
It's not funny at all.
It's not funny at all.
It's not funny. Because
how did you manage to qualify to this stage?
Funny enough, they played well. I think they were in Real Madrid's group. Madrid topped the group and they came second, Leipzig. And they just met a team that is stronger than them. In all aspects, Man City made up their mind to become the Man City people used to know. And when you start playing like that, the sky is a starting point.
The sky is a starting point, and they are second in the Premier League, and they have been pursuing Arsenal. You know, when they close the gap, Arsenal open the gap. When they close it, Arsenal open it.
You know, marathon of football is always interesting. You don't know when team will collapse like a pack of cards. But with this unpredictability ratio of football, we love it like that. And we breed it.
It is Manchester City who have done it just like the way Liverpool did it. It is 7-0. Another 7-0. Complete. You know, anytime they call the number 7, it has significance.
It's a perfect win.
It has a significance, you know. And that is what we are getting here. 7 in the Champions League, my brother.
They won
7-0 in the Champions League.
This is too much. This is humiliating.
And if you look at this, they will run as if they will do something special. Before you know what is happening, they will lose the ball.
This game is just one-sided. Like, you can't really pick out that, oh, okay, there's a fight in this game.
There's no fight any longer.
So that's like Leipzig showed up to lose. You can't really say Leipzig are playing well here. Or they are playing well there.
It was Mahrez who created that chance.
And the game has come to an end.
And that is the Bruyne. Oh, spectacular! Spectacular. This is the angle. The guy just registered his name and sent that one to Guardiola and said, bro.
That's how champions do.
He responded to Guardiola.
When you see players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, they reply you on the field. You don't start crying foul up and down.
That is a response to Guardiola. That goal is a response to him. Did you see the placement of that goal?
Of course.
You can only see that in the Champions League.
That's a beautiful goal.
That was a beautiful shot.
It was struck goal.
And the match has come to an end. Another Liverpool vs Manchester United 7-0. Where are the Man U fans? Their brother is here now. Leipzig.
Wow.
Do you see that placement? That placement, angle 90. Angle 90.
That was.
Guardiola is a happy man. Angle 90. The match has come to an end. Guardiola is a happy man. Wow. That is wonderful.
Wow. Wow.
That is the man of the moment, walking majestically. Erling Haaland, who has made a history today, just walking majestically on the field, you know, and a lot of people greeting him. Yeah. And everybody greeting him, everybody wants to associate with him. They want to associate themselves with him because he's the star of the moment.
He scored 5 goals. It's no mean feat. It is like really commendable.
Really commendable.
5 huge goals in a game. Oh my goodness. The guy is really something else. Well, we are here, you know, we here at Premier Sports Fan Center, we enjoy every bit of it. It's a sweet taste.
No. The match between Porto and Inter Milan, I think 7 minutes has been added. 7 minutes have been added, and it is goalless draw. On aggregate, it is 1-0 in favor of Milan. And any moment from now, we don't know that there will be a goal in this match.
It's the 94th minute, and they are still 0-0. You know, if Porto score now, the game will go into extra time. But if Inter score, Inter will take the day. Or if they play a new draw like this, Inter will find themselves in the round of 8. The stage whereby they separate the boys from the men. When you enjoy the spectacle football has to offer.
And Porto have been fighting hard.
They've really been giving it their all. But we don't know if their all will be enough. Because sometimes you can give...
Look at that! Acrobatic kick.
Sometimes...
They are having 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh no. Those are the days we used to see it when Ronaldo was playing.
Yes.
I remember the goal he scored for Portugal in the World Cup.
The free kick.
Yes, the acrobatic goal he scored against Spain. So.
No, the acrobatic I can remember was against Real Madrid against Juventus. That the fans of
I think there was another one he scored in the World Cup. There was another one he scored in the World Cup apart from that Juventus.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that one of Juventus really broke the headline.
The Porto, they are really fighting hard. Really fighting hard even towards the end.
Of course, games like this, that you just need to score 1 goal. So you want to give it your all. Like, look at the way Inter is defending. They are defending like their life depends on it.
Even Lukaku himself, the last man, is back to defend. Oh, that's it. Oh, that would have been the goal! Oh no! Did you see that save? The ball has passed the goalkeeper.
Inter has just been lucky. I was talking about that.
Look at it.
A poor away form. That poor away form. It has been one of Inter's biggest undoing. Look at how ordinary Porto is choking.
Oh! Do you see that again? Last minute fight for Porto. Fight to die. Fight to die. Another one again. The second time they're hitting the pole in just 1 minute. Fight to die. That is what we are talking about.
Wow.
But it was too late. It was too late.
Wow.
It is too late. Because they didn't do that on time.
Wow.
They didn't start this fight on time. And look, the first pole, the second time again. Look at that. After the header went to hit the pole. Another one again. They still hit the pole. Twice.
It's like the god of soccer is not behind Porto tonight. Porto has been red carded. No, it's not funny at all.
Oh, that is a sign of frustration.
Of course, Pepe.
That is a sign of frustration. It is the manager.
Yeah. Then from now, the referee should go the final.
Sergio Cancelo.
That's the Pepe.
And the match has come to an end. It is Inter Milan who has qualified for the round of 8. Inter Milan, Manchester City, Chelsea, Bayern Munich are all in the round of 8. Tomorrow's match will be Real Madrid versus Liverpool. Versus Liverpool. That will be an interesting one.
And there's Napoli against Eintracht Frankfurt.
Yeah. So that is the result for today. So in just 3 seconds, can you just summarize the matches, the 2 matches played so far?
You know, it was a master class. You know, a showing of a bigger club. It was an humiliation. A very, very heavy blow for Leipzig. And Man City has shown that they are truly a force to reckon with in European football. But because this kind of win is a statement win. And that's fantastic for football. While Inter was just lucky to qualify. They were just lucky. Extremely lucky to qualify. And Porto gave their all. Porto gave everything. And they really tried.
Yeah. Porto gave their all, but right now it is Inter Milan who is celebrating the qualification into the round of 8 of the Champions League. So that is how far we can go for today. We have seen the winners. We have seen all the exciting moments.
And we saw the losers too.
Yeah, we see the losers too.
Yes.
Yeah. So who is the man of the match? Match between.
I think that will be Haaland.
That will be Haaland for scoring 5 goals. Scoring a hat-trick within first half. That is wonderful. That is amazing. And it is the Premier Sport man of the match, no doubt, no argument. It's the Premier Sport man of the match. Please let's give a round of applause to Haaland. Congratulations to Haaland. And the match, well, look at it, and Simone Inzaghi, you know, celebrating. Congratulations to Inter Milan too.
Yes.
All right, that is how far we can. Yeah.
It's been a while they've gotten to this stage.
Yes, it's been a while, round of 8. You know, that's how far we can go for today. Don't forget to join us tomorrow as we come again with to live with a match between Napoli versus Eintracht Frankfurt and the big match we all are waiting for, the match between Real Madrid and Liverpool. It was 5-2 in the first leg. Tomorrow will Liverpool cover up the gap? Will Liverpool be able to score 4 goals against Real Madrid tomorrow? Don't forget to join us because a lot of expectation from that match. For now, it is goodbye from us. See you tomorrow.